what we eat determines our mental health. So the food and the mood is completely connected. What we eat influences our mood, our irritability, how we deal with stress, how we are relaxed. Are you angry? Are you irritable? How you talk to a person, how you comprehend things.
Hey, you are listening to Dream 100 Business Show podcast with Savita Husamane. Welcome to Dream 100 Business Show podcast, listener. In this episode, we will explore the intricate link between the gut and mental health. We will arrive at how nutrition plays an important role in promoting mental clarity and emotional balance. Also, we will discover how food can be a powerful tool for healing the gut with practical insights into essential nutrients and dietary recommendations. Amazing, isn't it? The role of fermented foods in promoting a diverse and a robust gut microbiome will be explored, thereby offering a holistic perspective on overall well being. We will also be touching upon the impact of stress on gut health and will be sharing dietary strategies for managing stress, empowering listeners to take control of their gut and mental health from within. Join us on this enlightening journey as we navigate through the secrets of gut health with Sreemathy Venkatraman, who is one of the most trusted online nutrition consultant in Bangalore. She is recognized as one of the best nutrition and dietitians in India 2023 for personalized nutrition counseling, for her outstanding contribution to the Indian healthcare and wellness sector. Welcome to Dream 100 Business Show podcast, Sreemathy. It's truly an honor and pleasure to have you here on our show.
Thank you so much, Samita. It is really great that I have this opportunity. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So let's get started. First and foremost, I would like to understand what is gut health.
So gut is basically trillions of bacteria that resides in our digestive system. So what is our gastrointestinal tract, which is our digestive system, is from the mouth to the anus. Don't want to get too technical, but it is the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine. So it is a whole thing. And also it is not just the bacteria that is there. We have a viral fungi, microbes than we are human cells. So what happens is there is certain bacteria, viral fungus in the oral cavity, in the genital tract, in our skin microbiome. So there is trillions of bacteria in our skin, which is the largest organ. But basically, gut is the digestive system, and it is our trillions of bacteria that is there. Whether it is beneficial or not depends upon the individual person.
Awesome. So now, how does this gut health impact our mental health as well?
So what happens is because of this, the microbes that is residing in the gut, which is our stomach and the intestines, what happens? There is a constant communication. There is a gut and a brain axis. So what it is it is like a cell tower and a SIM card. So they constantly are in touch with each other. They exchange information with different organs. So this neural system, the nervous system, is connected to the brain from different organs, and the gut-brain axis is the major influential thing. So what happens is what we eat determines our mental health. So the food and the mood is completely connected. What we eat influences our mood, our irritability, how we deal with stress, how we are relaxed. Are you angry? Are you irritable? How you talk to a person, how you comprehend things, like you understand. When you read something, you understand the situation. When you talk to someone, you gauge their body language, and then you have certain information and you respond to a conversation. All this is the gut and the brain axis. So this is how what we eat influences our mental health because of different things we eat. So for example, some people say when I eat curd rice, I really feel sleepy. The way we eat, what time we eat influences our mental health.
Okay, awesome. So, in that case, how can we determine that if food can be used as the cause for a disease or the cause for healing for our gut health?
So you are not what you eat alone. You are what you absorb. To absorb, you need to digest the food. What happens is 50% of the stuff that we eat are actually not real food. We are every day, every week, every month, every year, the ultra processed foods for convenience sake. We eat more of convenience food that is there. So, which is very high in chemicals, sugars, fat, salt, and you will be surprised as Indians, we eat almost 10.4 grams of salt per day. But actually, the WHO says throughout the world that only 5 grams of salt is healthy. So that is really huge. So you asked me how food can be used as a tool. We are a traditional country with we eat according to season. We according to circadian rhythm. There are a lot of cultures in our own country. We don't eat after sunset, which is a great thing. So we eat according to circadian rhythm, which is basically sunrise to sunset, or at least till about an early dinner, because the digestion is in its peak, and get enough sleep. So all this is a tool. So body is a wonderful machine. It knows to repair itself. It knows to life happens. It's not that we eat all the time the same food. We go out, we celebrate holidays, we celebrate festivals, but the body knows how to adapt itself, come out of an infection, fight a viral infection, fight a bacterial infection, fight a disease and come out, repair, heal. Everything is because of the food. So it is very important that we eat traditional, regional, think local, think seasonal, and you can use food as a tool to heal your gut.
Awesome. How will we know that the food that we are eating is actually healthy and our gut also will remain healthy?
So see, there are body always gives you certain signals which you know. You get a one-sided headache sometimes when you're not eating. You skip a meal. Some people, but some people are really used to eating only one meal a day or 2 meals a day. They skip it. So it all depends upon the constitution. So when the body gives you signals, you need to be receptive. Why? I have severe headache today. I have a migraine today. I have a one-sided headache today. I'm burping all the time. I feel so bloated in spite of me not eating anything outside. Or I ate only last 3 days when I'm just thinking, I ate only home food. Why am I feeling so bloated? Sometimes you feel that you are like constipated, or so there are so many signals that the body gives. We try to ignore by only addressing the symptoms and not the root cause. So what happens is, if you have a headache, if you feel that you're feeling very fatigued, you want to finish that project, you want to finish the assignment, but you're unable to focus. Every time, by the time you read about 4 sentences or looking at a code in your computer, your brain wanders, you're in a brain fog. By 4 o'clock, you're so fatigued, you're so exhausted, you just want to lie down. So there are many things where these are all the things that tells you that, okay, there are certain symptoms which the body is telling you, and you say, okay, I'm getting headaches often. Are you hydrating enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you're completely bloated? Are you just eating the right foods? You're constipated. Are you having enough fiber? Are you eating enough fresh things? Are you eating too much of ultra processed foods? So you have to just review yourself. Okay, what did I eat yesterday? What did I do? It's not that instantly it happens. Body, as I told you, is a wonderful machine. It takes all the brunts, whatever we are giving, because of the like one day you get up very early because you have to finish a assignment, or you have to commute to go to a certain place for a project meeting. The next day you're going to sleep, and everything. Weekends you have a different routine. The body takes it the brunt, but there is a threshold, and after that you see many symptoms. So that means it is trying to tell you you're not doing something.
Awesome. In India, though we are staying in Bangalore, we also try to eat North Indian food,
Yeah.
Andhra food or Chinese food, Mexican food, and we don't know whether that food is actually healthy or not for us. Any specific foods which you would recommend for having a healthy gut?
If you are a person from the south, you want to eat a north, not only north, east, west, everything. We all love our cuisine. Diversity is our strength. In every 100 miles, we have a different cuisine. Inside one state, the northwest eat differently. Staple cereals are completely different. The seasonal fruits are completely different. When you think of a certain state, you think of a pickle, you think of a fruit, you think of a deep fried food, a sweet, condiment, a spice. So many things are there. Yes, you can eat all this, but there are certain things which you need to know that first, do no harm to your gut. Remove all the ultra processed food. Ultra processed is basically no nutrients in that, more of only empty calories. So it can be aerated drink, which is only sugar and water. You need to look at the nutrition label. For example, you think that, okay, I am drinking a lassi, I am drinking probiotic. Oh my God, I'm drinking everything healthy today. I am not drinking my black coffee or an aerated drink or a cola. I'm taking a lassi and I'm going to drink it. And when you see the Tetra Pak, it says 21 grams of sugar, added sugar for a 200 ml of drink. So please look at the nutrition label. Yes, you can have specific foods. So as I said, take away the ultra processed food like maida, refined. So too much of salt, high fat, high sugar, high salt, HF, SS. You remove all this, remove the ultra processed food, eat lots and lots of colorful things like fiber is very important. So you eat lots of fruits and vegetables. The more colorful you eat, the more colorful your plate is, it is better. And definitely we are known for our spices. We are known for our turmeric, amla, prebiotics in the form of raw bananas, banana stem, banana flour. You have a lot of good starch in the form of our indigenous roots. It can be a yam, it can be a tapioca, it can be a sweet potato, it can be your arbi. So locally, there are a lot of things. Your moringa, it need not be expensive is what I'm trying to tell you. It can be fresh coconut, which is good fats and great fiber. It can be curd, it can be buttermilk, it can be olive oil, mustard oil. There are certain states we use only mustard oil, sesame oil. There are certain states we use groundnut oil. So mustard, sesame, olive oil, coconut oil, fresh, and it should be definitely cold pressed. And these are the things that is very, very important where you look into your kitchen as your pharmacist. And that is why food heals.
Awesome. We also are used to eating fermented foods, be it in the form of dosa, idli, all these are,
Dokla.
yeah. So, do they contribute to the gut health also? Because from time immemorial, we have been having this food, and now suddenly we hear that if you eat Mysore masala dosa with all this oil, it is not good.
So the fermented foods are really great, but the only thing is we add too much oil, or it's more than 550 calories, one masala dosa alone. I'm not saying you should not. The way we eat, the how we prepare it. So definitely fermented foods are extremely good for your health. How it is good is it feeds the beneficial bacteria. So time centuries throughout the countries, we have different fermented foods wherever there is, and more so in our country where there is lots of fermented foods that are used. Your idli, dosa, dokla, your buttermilk, your curd, your chas, your lassi, everything is really, really good. And there are a lot of preparations where we use it also. So how this fermented food is, the total beneficial bacteria will increase because of the fermented food. So what I want to really point out is the bad bacteria or the harmful bacteria will come down, which can be an E. coli, which can be your H. pylori, which can be your total coliform bacteria. These are which especially H. pylori, where a lot of gastritis, acidity, and different issues where it has H. pylori infection. That is why they test for you and then they give you for a treatment plan, a protocol when you have a H. pylori, and that has so it brings down the bad bacteria and harmful bacteria and increases the beneficial bacteria, yes, definitely go for your fermented foods.
We do home remedies also on our own. So if we feel that stomach is bloated or take ajwain water, do you think it is really scientific and we can do this home remedies on our own?
It also depends upon what you're suffering from. Yes, definitely an ajwain water, a jeera water. So don't look at the social media. Maybe consult your grandma what they have done throughout. Maybe they will have a lot of concoctions, infusions. Definitely home remedies help, but try to find the right home remedy for the right thing that you're suffering from. So, for example, I can tell you about a person with middle-aged lady who came to me for in my clinic, and she had a lot of food intolerances. She was very limited diet, just a curd and a rice and only buttermilk. And because everything used to give her cramps and a lot of diarrhea, she used to be so scared to eat anything, even inside, let alone outside, and also travel to daughter or son living in the neighboring state. So she never used to travel. So she used to come as a desperate. She wanted to see her grandchildren, and this is really impacting her life. She was drinking jeera water all the time, thinking that that would help her. So when we tried to find out why the cramps are coming and other things, she was intolerant to jeera.
Oh.
So yes, it is definitely a remedy. You overdo things. And what happens is over years, they also try to come to a doctor or a qualified dietitian only after suffering for months and months and months. And it impairs their quality of life. By the time they are in a very monotonous, very limited food groups, and that has caused a lot of vitamin deficiencies, mineral deficiencies in the body, and that would cause a lot of other issues also, chronic health issues and constipation, because you're not taking fiber, it doesn't digest for you. Try to find a qualified person, see what is bothering you. Definitely there are home remedies. Even in my practice, I give a lot of infusions. For me, heal with food is our mantra and Mitha Aahara, and definitely kitchen is our pharmacy.
Awesome. So, can you provide specific dietary recommendations for individuals who are looking to improve their mental clarity?
Okay. So do not follow fad diets. You can see in the social media where people always say that, okay, this infusion, if I drink, I'm fine. You lose 10 kilos. If you look at any qualified dietitian, will only recommend a balanced diet. Why is it so? It is not one superfood or one food. If you look at an Indian thali, it will be there is carbs, there is protein, well, there is fiber, there is liquids. Actually, Ayurveda says 1/3 of your food should be a liquid. That is why we have a rasam, we have a patla dal, we have a kut, we have a lot of vegetables in the form of curries, gravies. We have prebiotic foods, which is a lot of fiber, and a pre and a probiotic food, which is basically a ravial or a combination of a curry with a vegetable. So we all have a science in our thali itself. So definitely have a balanced diet. Unless you have an intolerance to something like a gluten or a lactose or a particular milk, don't follow a fat diet unless you have a real issue like bloating or you go to the loo multiple times when you eat a food. Otherwise, do not think that, okay, I'm going on a certain diet because someone else is saying in the social media. Number one, remove all the ultra processed food from your diet. That it can be extra sugar, which maybe you're drinking a lot of Coke, or you're drinking a lot of colas, you're drinking aerated drinks, or even boxed juices, which can be adding too much of sugar to your thing. Or you can have processed snacks, your namkeens. So remove what is causing all these things, and then put in only what is good, a wholesome food. So for example, an omega-3 you can have a lot of, for from the mental health point of view, which you asked, it is nuts and oil seeds, seaweeds. It can be because the walnuts, the almonds, and you have sesame seeds, the sesame oil, the mustard oil, all different things have different essential fats, your omega-3. If you are a person who's a non-veg, you can eat a lot of salmon, mackerel, fish oil also is excellent in omega-3, which is great for your mental health. As I pointed out, fermented foods, cocoa, It's excellent if you have dark chocolate without too much sugar in it, and also butter. Just check the composition of the dark chocolate. And the cocoa, if you have spinach, broccoli, colorful fruits, yellow, red, green, whatever, white, whatever you find, seasonal vegetables, and berries, ginger, turmeric, amla, your moringa, definitely your spices, which is your ginger, black pepper, your ajwain, your jeera, different things. So these are the kitchen pharmacy. Definitely it improves your thing. And hydration is very, very important. As long as you're eating well and you are passing motion every day in a proper way, that is important. Do not, constipation is a very huge issue and people take it very lightly. So elimination is very important, because if you think that I'm having a fiber supplement to pass when you're a young person, it can be a child, it can be a toddler, it can be a preteen, an adolescent, a young adult or a geriatric. Try to have through food the fiber and not just as a supplement is my take on this.
Awesome. When we undergo stress at work or in our personal lives, will it affect our gut health?
Definitely, stress affects the gut health. So the way you deal with stress is very important. We always worry about the future, the finance, the kids, our relationships, and all that. So daily stress also adds on. So the anxiety. That is why you have a compensating. You look at food, sweets or namkeens or spices, where we go for these foods which gives us comfort. So emotional eating is a very real thing, and that is one of the compensatory mechanism to deal with stress. So for example, there is in an emergency, what happens in a triage theory when you look at a stress, the body first tries to deal with the stress first. So the body first tries to heal it. Every nutrition, the nutrients go to heal that particular problem. So it is like that. For in a pregnancy, the all the nutrients first goes to the fetus. So that is why the mother's nutrition affects the growth of the baby. So it all the nutrients go there. So what happens is in the stressed mode, the fight or the flight response, the nutrients are so depleted in your body. So all the mechanisms goes to deal with that stress. So you try to compensate and that. So stress definitely affects gut health. So it is very important that we have the right food. So even suppose sometimes you eat too much of sugar, yes, you go for a high and then a low and a crash, and that makes you more moody, more irritable. You feel guilty that you ate a tub of ice cream, or you had ate a drink, or you had so much of sweets in front of you, or a cake or a pizza or something, and then you feel guilty. So it is better that you deal with the stress in a different way, also with the right foods, and also meditation, relaxing, music, whatever soothes you to come out of that.
Awesome. So, any final thought you would like to share with our audience regarding this powerful role of food in healing?
Yeah. So you are used to eating certain food habits when you grow up, and try to eat those traditional foods. Definitely, you can look at the season. Immediately do not pop medication without supervision, or and then also another thing is, do not stop a medication if a doctor is given, go back to it to taper it off or other things. That is also there. The more colorful vegetables and fruits and whole grains, millets, nuts and oil seeds, the more the way you eat, the plate that you eat, the more that is going to help. So protein is important, carbohydrates is important. Why I'm stressing on the carbohydrates also is, there are people who shame rice. There are people who say that I eat rice, that's why I put on weight. I eat wheat, that's why I'm bloated. It's not like that. It is a way, there might be a cause. So do not shame a particular food. Do not think that, okay, this is causing this. There might be innumerable factors that might be causing that. Definitely go for a balanced diet. Have carbs, have protein, have dairy. If you're intolerant, then avoid it. Have fermented foods, have the right oils, have eat in season, eat on time, get your sleep, maintain your weight, and definitely exercise. And also, whatever gives you calm, your mental peace, a chanting, a prayer, a ocean sound, or anything, a music, a gong, whatever gives you peace, mental serenity, which is what people are looking for. I think after post COVID, the last 2 years, mental health issues has jumped more than 40%. So depression, stress, anxiety, worry, yes, we all go through this because of many things that happens in our life, but we need to find our calmness through food and our lifestyle habits. What you eat influences your mental and physical, of course.
I think these are amazing insights. It is always good to consult a professional and seek the proper advice and maintain it. One visit is a must, I think, for each one of us, irrespective of whether we are sick or we are healthy. On that note, if people want to get in touch with you, what would be the best way to connect with you?
Oh, thanks for asking that, Savita. My company is Mitha Aahara. It is an online consultancy, and Eat to Live is our tagline. So distance is no barrier at all. We have a website, and in the website, there are a lot of ways to connect with us. There is a cell phone, there is forms which you can fill. People will definitely reach out to you. So we deal with a lot of preventive as well as hormonal and gut health and neuronutrition issues. You can see the different programs we have. So there is a pre-consult to understand, and then we go into saying that, do you want to get into therapy? This is how it works. And then they can decide that, because just one diet sheet alone doesn't work. So we do a pre-consultation. They can take an appointment online. Everything is automated and a link is given. And we have clients over 11 countries.
Wow.
And because people want to heal with food and they don't want to just take medicines.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for your wonderful insights.
Thank you so much, Samita, for having me as a guest in your podcast. A pleasure to be here.
I thank Sreemathy Venkatraman from the bottom of my heart for sharing her invaluable insights on this delicate connection between gut health and mental health. As we wrap up this informative episode, here are my top takeaways. The first one being, small mindful choices in nutrition can lead to profound impact on both your gut and mental health. Whether it's adopting gut friendly foods, practicing mindful eating, or incorporating stress relieving strategies into our daily routines, our well being is truly within our reach. So stay tuned for more episodes that empower you to take charge of your health. And a special thank you to all our listeners for joining us on this exploration. So until next time, prioritize your gut, nourish your mind, and embrace the path to a healthier, more harmonious you. Thank you so much for being a wonderful listener. And as usual, we are always waiting to hear from you. Remember, your voice matters. Share your thoughts, experiences, and suggestions with us on social media using the hashtag GutHealth with Sreemathy. Together, let's empower, inspire, and create positive change. Subscribe, share, and join us in shaping a more empowered future. And as usual, we are always waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much.